Hello everyone. Today I'm going to address the question of what grooming supplies do you need for your dog for hygiene. So I'm going to show you all the things that we use and recommend and really like for using with your wiry haired terrier. Sometimes their wiry hair requires different supplies and care than maybe another breed you've had in the past. So I'm just going to show you what's really worked well for us. So to start, I'm going to start off with shampoo. So many of our buyers ask after they take their puppies home, text me and say, what was that shampoo you used? They smell so good. This is the puppy shampoo we use. We really like it. It's been a great shampoo. It smells good. You know, it's no tears, and it just is a good little shampoo. All the things, I forgot to say this, but all these products I have listed on our Amazon shopping list under the grooming, hair, teeth, nails, and ears section. So you can find the exact things I'm showing you here there. So that shampoo is on there. For our adults, we either use the Life's Abundance shampoo or this Griminator. This big old gallon, I do have it on our shopping list. For 1 or 2 dogs, this would last you, I mean, seriously, your whole life, maybe your children's life. It is a concentrate, and you mix it up and it lasts forever. So there is I also put on the shopping list the small bottle of it. The small bottle is $35 and this large bottle is $57. So, I mean, it's up to you completely, but this big bottle, literally 16 milliliters goes into 10 ounces of water. So we just put them in these little squirt bottles mixed with water. So it's really a watery shampoo, but man, does it just get deep clean. It does great on the wiry hair. Another thing people don't really think about, so the wiry hair is kind of oil coated and it's kind of waterproof. It dries off really quickly. So sometimes when you're washing them, they're drying so quickly that it's hard to get the shampoo into them. So I have this brush linked in the page as well, but it's kind of just like a rubber brush. And when you're washing your pet, you just really massage this into their skin, and it really, really works well for pulling out dead hair. And getting that shampoo really well mixed in there. So that's kind of the shampoo we use. I don't have the Life's Abundance shampoo in here. I should have grabbed it, but I didn't. I was kind of thinking Amazon shopping list here. But you'll also want, I have this waterless shampoo on our shopping list, as well as I have another one on there. There's a lot of different kinds. These are kinds we like. This one's kind of foaming, and then the other one that I have on the page is like a spray. But it's just really handy for when your dog's not quite ready for a bath, but it kind of just needs a waterless bath. So that's what we use that for. And then moving on to, well, drying. I have a towel linked on the Amazon shopping page. It's just a really good extra large dog grooming towel. So you can check that out. And then I also have a large blow dryer. Now, you do not have to have a large blow dryer for your dog. Again, they have wiry hair. They dry off pretty quickly. You can use your own blow dryer, but I will just say, boy, these dog blow dryers, I mean, they blow dry them so quickly, and the fluffy look that they give your dog is what you can't get with just a hand blow dryer. So I'm just throwing that out there. Definitely not something you have to have, but it really makes a big difference on their looks and honestly just how quickly you can get them dry. It's just excellent. So the next thing, you definitely want to have an ear cleaner and some Q-tips for dogs. Those are also linked on our page. These are 2 kinds that we use. There are other kinds out there, but these are some that we would recommend. You also are going to need to keep your dog's nails trimmed. So these are the ones we kind of typically use for puppies. They definitely, as you can see, like, I did not just go out and buy this for the video. These are very well used. But we use these typically on our puppies. Puppy nails grow like crazy. And they do slow down as time goes on. But it is just something you want to get in the habit of doing when they're young. And then you kind of grow with them as their nails grow and change. So it works out good for that reason. And then I have both of these on the Amazon shopping list. But this one is the one I use more for adults. Obviously, it's just a little bit bigger. As you can see, the hole size is really not all that different, so you definitely could get by with a smaller one, so that's just preference. We also use a Dremel. It kind of just depends on your situation. So like I prefer snippers for the puppies, and I actually personally kind of prefer the snippers for adults, but I use the Dremel. It's literally like a nail file. I don't know if it's charged or not. Yeah, like you can't really see it, but it just files things down. If you're nervous about snipping and maybe nipping your pup's toe, then a Dremel is definitely the way to go. You can just go a lot slower. Sometimes dogs don't like it because obviously it's vibrating. So again, it's one of those things you maybe want to consider starting at a younger age. This here, I have a different brand on our Amazon shopping list. This is just what we had currently. But I would recommend having this around. Let's all hope you don't have to use it. But the fact is, especially with snipping your own nails, there is an artery in their nails. And if you snip it too far, they really bleed. And this is like a blood stopper. So even if they just ever nick themselves, it's something that clots and causes a scab, and it's just a handy thing to have around. So I would recommend it. Hopefully you don't have to use it. And I just recommend really researching how to snip your pup's nails and just go really slow. Just snip off just the tip as you go. The next thing is you're gonna wanna invest in a toothbrush and toothpaste. So this is for a puppy. So you can see it gets all angles. Again, this is on the shopping list, and it comes with a toothpaste. The next thing I always get asked are about brushes. What kind of brushes do you guys like and use? And truthfully, the one I love the very most is this one. It's got a lid on it, but it does really well with catching the stray hairs. And then when you've got them all on there, you can just suck it off and pull the hair right off. So I really like that one. Again, they're non-shedding breeds, which does not mean they're never gonna lose hair. It means that they shed like a human sheds. So any dog that is non-shedding, their hair grows long and needs to be cut, versus a shedding dog, it falls out at a certain length. So basically, just like a human, if you did not brush your hair for a week and then you brushed it, you'd be pulling out a whole bunch of hair. So it's like that with your dog. So they do need to be brushed. It's nothing like a shedding dog where you touch them and you have hair on your hand, but that dead fur does eventually come out. So whether you pull it out or it comes out on its own. This kit is great. These are all things that I already had bought on my own individually. So I really like this kit. And it kind of has a little paper on like what each of these are. But this is exactly everything you really need. And this kit is not very expensive. So right here you have another slicker brush. This one is a little bit deeper, and it doesn't have the retraction, which I really like the retraction. It's just easier for cleaning your brush out. This one gets deep in there in that long wiry hair, especially if you're keeping them long. And again, this paper really breaks it down, what they all are. But yeah, they are all great brushes. And I have a few of these individually linked if you don't want to buy the whole kit. This is great for the face and stuff. But these are awesome. And if you are going to be, some of you want to do your own grooming all on your own and ask me about buzzers. Like, I've been learning to do my own grooming since COVID, and we kind of had to learn to do our own grooming. My groomer was kind enough to show me the things she loves, and oh my goodness, I'm just gonna tell you something. I know it seems like a lot to go out and buy these buzzers. So if you're somebody that's gonna take them to the groomer, you don't have to buy one of these. You might want to, they're really handy, but you definitely don't have to. But it makes a world of difference to have a tool that actually works. And I mean, these things cut like butter. So this is the Wall KM10. They were out of stock for a little while, so I'm not sure if I put them on the shopping list. I know they're back in stock, so I'll put them back on there. But seriously, this thing cuts like butter. It works great. Even if your dog's really grown out, you can get right down to the skin. I also have different blades in the shopping list. The 7 is what you use like on their ears. It makes their hair real short. It's about as short as I would ever go on an Airedale or a Welsh or a Lakeland. The 7, so that's the 10 is the shortest. I might have said 7, I'm sorry. The 10 is the shortest, the 7 is kind of medium, and the 5 is pretty long. Again, like if you're wanting to leave quite a bit of hair on their back, the 5 is a really good choice, 5 or 7. Some people, you know, want it a little bit longer in the winter or something. And I did link on the shopping list the 10, the 5, and the 7. So this is a 10, so you can see the blade cuts a lot shorter than like this 5. This is the Wall Bravera. I love this thing as well. It is cordless and it is so quiet. It also adjusts, you can adjust the length, whoops, on this. So this goes really short. I really like using this for the ears as well as the butt. It is great for just getting hair off the butt and making sure nothing sticks there. So these are the things I would recommend if you're trying to groom yourself. If you have these, you also need to have oil. Wall does require that you use their oil for the warranties, and one of these to get hair out of the blade. For the face on our terriers, you know how our terriers have the beautiful faces in their grooming? You absolutely want to have a thinning shears. This is how you get that look on their face, and then just a regular pair of scissors for hair cutting. And those are things you'd have to, you know, if you're trying to groom yourself, you have to do a little research and learn how to do it just like I have. But these are the products I would highly recommend for our wiry haired terriers. They work extremely well. I have gone through so many grooming buzzers in the past that did not work well on our dogs. So just save yourself the aggravation. Those are excellent ones. So these are the products I recommend for grooming and upkeeping your new puppy and your dog as they grow up.